Welcome to the Bloom and Well podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Mackenzie, a functional wellness chiropractor specializing in gut, brain, and hormone health. Join me as we explore natural methods for health and wellness, focusing on regulating your nervous system, nurturing your gut-brain axis, exploring the mind-body connection, and getting to the root cause of your chronic illness. Hello, and welcome to episode 6. Today we're discussing the importance of gut microbiome diversity. We'll be taking a look about what the gut microbiome is, why it's important for your overall health, and how you can improve your overall gut microbiome diversity. So let's start with what the gut microbiome actually is. If you don't already know, our bodies have a significant amount of bacteria that is located in the digestive tract. This is known as our gut microbiome, and it's essentially a complex community of bacteria that are made up of different species. And these bacteria play a crucial role in your digestion by helping your body to break down the foods that you're eating and allowing the body to actually use the nutrients for energy and repair and maintenance. So as we digest our food, there are different nutrients that get broken down in different parts of the digestive tract. And most of these nutrients are ultimately absorbed in the intestines, where most of that gut microbiome actually resides. But there's emerging research that shows that our gut microbiome does more than help our body absorb nutrients. It's also influential in the immune system and can actually affect systemic inflammation, which is inflammation all throughout the body. One way that it does this is through the communication between those bacteria and the intestinal barrier. It signals the presence of harmful bacteria as well as other pathogens that are invading into the digestive tract and potentially posing a threat. So this gut microbiome is very important for your overall health, but why is the diversity of the bacteria in your microbiome important for your health? A healthy gut microbiome is very rich in diverse, beneficial bacteria, and this diversity helps to combat different types of harmful invaders like pathogens, other bad bacteria, yeasts and fungal infections, and even parasites. The different types of bacteria also can help to break down various foods and absorb different nutrients that we intake through our diet. So you can think of the beneficial bacteria as our body's military. So if we only had one branch of military, our defense against different types of threats would be pretty limited. But with multiple branches like the Marines, Navy, and the Army, we're better equipped to handle different types of attacks. This is very similar to the diverse array of good bacteria that lives in our digestive tract. It means that we have stronger protection against various harmful bacteria that leads to a healthier gut. And that healthier gut leads to a healthier body. So how can a diverse gut microbiome contribute to resilience against infections, allergies, and inflammatory conditions? Our microbiome and our immune system are very closely linked to one another and can influence each other's function. A healthy and diverse gut microbiome means that we can regulate inflammation levels. When the gut microbiome lacks diversity, and it becomes overrun with harmful pathogens like fungi and bacteria, it can actually increase inflammation in the gut. And if this inflammation becomes chronic and long-term, it can spread systemically and affect other areas of the body, like your joints or other organs like your thyroid. Research increasingly links unhealthy microbiomes to various chronic illnesses that can include diabetes, autoimmune conditions, anxiety, and even depression. Consistently consuming unhealthy foods can actually deplete the beneficial bacteria, reduce the microbiome diversity, and even create a toxic environment that breeds inflammation. So chronic inflammation is something that we talk about very frequently here, and as I've said before, it is a key factor in the development of chronic illness. So maintaining a diverse and healthy gut microbiome is not only crucial for helping to prevent infection, but also for reducing allergies and even inflammatory conditions. So what impacts your gut microbiome diversity? There are so many different things that can actually impact your gut bacteria that go well beyond your diet. So firstly, genetics. Genetics is something that includes both your DNA as well as environmental factors that can trigger certain parts of your DNA to essentially be turned on or turned off. This actually includes whether you were breastfed or bottle fed. There are plenty of studies that show people who are breastfed tend to have more robust microbiomes later in life. They tend to get really good nutrients from the breast milk, and that can heavily impact your genetics early in life, as well as help to feed and fuel the bacteria down in the digestive system. Obviously, diets is going to be an important one when we're talking about your digestive tract. So diets that are high in fiber, colorful fruits and vegetables, and very low in processed foods, fats, sugars, preservatives, and additives support a more diverse and robust gut microbiome. So the more varied your diet is, the more diverse your bacteria are going to be. Higher fiber diets in particular feed the beneficial bacteria that can improve insulin sensitivity, fatty acid oxidation, and help produce incretin, which helps you feel fuller for longer. So your gut health bacteria can help to regulate your blood sugar and also indirectly help you to feel fuller longer, which leads to eating less foods, which can also lead to losing weight if you are overweight. Medication usage is another big one. So certain medications like antibiotics, corticosteroids, and even birth control can disrupt the balance of your gut microbiome. Now, this isn't to say that these medications are not necessary, but it is important to support your digestive tract when you are on these or have been on these, especially for a very long time. Healthy diets and probiotics can help to replace the beneficial bacteria, and prebiotics from the fiber can help to feed them. Stress is another big one. As we've talked about many times here, the gut-brain axis is a bidirectional communication pathway between the brain and the gut, and high stress levels can negatively impact your digestive tract through this gut-brain axis, and stress leads to inflammation of the gut. So this inflammation actually creates an environment that is inhospitable to the beneficial bacteria that are trying to set up shop there, that are trying to survive down there. Exercise is another. Exercise actually helps to relieve stress and can positively influence the gut through that gut-brain axis we were just talking about, which can actually reduce the inflammation levels and promote a healthier environment so that those bacteria are able to survive, and not only survive, but thrive. So how do modern diets disrupt our gut microbiome diversity? Most processed foods are going to be energy dense or calorie dense, but they're not necessarily nutrient dense. So diets high in processed foods actually increase the risk of developing chronic illness, like diabetes, metabolic syndrome, cardiovascular disease, and even hormonal imbalances. These diets also promote inflammation. So our diet clearly plays a very important role in feeding not just our bodies, but also the bacteria that colonizes in our digestive tract. So when our diets are low in fiber, low in healthy nutrients, both our bodies and our bacteria tend to suffer. There are studies that show processed foods like salty snacks, sugary drinks, and even frozen dinners are designed to be very tasty and to last a long time. They have a long shelf life, but they have really low nutrient content, and it starves our body, but also starves our gut microbiome that need those essential nutrients to thrive and help our body absorb what we eat. So over time, diets that are poor in nutrient content can lead to a less diverse microbiome and a less healthy body. So why is it important to incorporate a variety of plant-based and fermented foods to support a diverse gut microbiome? As we've said, diversity is key. So if we're eating diverse foods, there are going to be a diverse amount of bacteria that are being fed and that are thriving. So avoiding processed foods is beneficial, but what should you eat instead? Actually incorporating whole grains, legumes, beans, fruits, vegetables, and nuts into your diet is going to be highly beneficial for repairing the gut lining and improving the gut microbiome diversity, as well as reducing inflammation. So maintaining a strict diet is definitely challenging in this day and age, but focusing on incorporating and adding more beneficial foods into your daily meals rather than just swearing off sweets is going to be much more sustainable in the long run. So here are some specific foods that can boost your good gut bacteria and help to improve gut microbiome diversity. So we're thinking whole grains and beans. These are going to be high in fibers that are feeding that gut bacteria. So some examples would be your oats, quinoa, brown rice, lentils, black beans, kidney beans, etc. Colorful fruits and vegetables are also very important because they are rich in antioxidants and phenols, which help to bring down those levels of inflammation and create a healthy environment for the gut bacteria. Think of the colors of the rainbow. You want your blueberries, your carrots, your spinach, bell peppers, and tomatoes. All of the colorful fruits and veggies are fantastic. Fermented foods and probiotics are another group that can help to recolonize the gut with this beneficial bacteria. So some examples of this could be yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, kimchi, or even supplement probiotics like Microbiome Labs. So there are practical tips outside of changing your diet to help promote gut microbiome diversity and just your overall gut health in general. So one of the most important things I like to recommend to my patients and clients is to focus on your quality of sleep. Yes, quantity is important, but if you're not getting good quality sleep, it honestly doesn't matter how much you're sleeping. Better sleep has actually been linked to improved gut health, reduced stress, and increased gut microbiome diversity. So shooting for the 7 to 9 hours of sleep is very important, but it's also very important to make sure that it's high quality sleep and not just tossing and turning and barely getting any rest. Engaging in regular low-intensity exercise. So activities like swimming or walking, yoga, qigong, and tai chi, these are all low-impact and low-intensity exercises that are fantastic for lowering stress hormones that tend to get elevated during high-impact or highly stressful workouts. So reducing your inflammation levels can actually improve your gut function and create a more hospitable environment for those beneficial bacteria. Another tip is to support with probiotics when you're taking antibiotics. Antibiotics are definitely necessary and can help save lives, but they can also kill off the good bacteria in our digestive tract. So replacing those and supporting the gut with probiotics during and after antibiotic treatment can be very beneficial for maintaining your gut health and promoting more diversity. Another tip is to avoid smoking and vaping. Both smoking and vaping are linked to higher levels of inflammation and stress on the body as a whole, which can create a breeding ground for chronic disease and even cancer. They have also been associated with reduced gut microbiome diversity, irritable bowel syndrome, and obesity. So incorporating some of these tips into your daily routine can help to promote that diverse and healthy gut microbiome that we're all striving for. If you need further assistance or you are unsure or overwhelmed about what prebiotics or probiotics, maybe what lifestyle recommendations might suit you best, don't hesitate to schedule a patient appointment or a free discovery call through my website. We offer virtual appointments for your convenience. For more information, go to drmackenziebrewer.com, drmckenzybrewer.com. Thanks for tuning in to the Bloom and Well podcast. If you found value in today's discussion, don't forget to like and subscribe on your favorite platform. Your support means the world to us. Until next time, happy healing and keep bloomin' well.